you guys, we have made it to episode 30 of Live at Home. Oh my goodness, I can't even.
Congratulations, sis.
Yeah,
That's like
honestly,
an accomplishment. That's like, be very proud of yourself. That's dope.
That's
Wild.
3 seasons, if you ask me. Like,
I tuned in. Can I just say that I've tuned into almost all of them? Too?
Every single
I
episode.
always
people.
see you in the comments, like the hearts bubbling up. Like,
Fire. But yo, you guys,
how y'all feeling?
we've had 30 episodes and we've had 30 hairstyles, but this one right here
It's the look.
takes the cake.
It does.
Up. All the way up?
Right here.
Right here? Okay. We're up. If it's hey, but we're not gonna sing the song because you know. Hey. Listen. But yeah, so yeah, guys.
It's a look, sis.
It's
I
a
love
vibe.
it. It's
feeling
a
it.
whole
At
vibe.
first,
Feeling
it was a worry. At first, we
It's
were
different,
worried.
but that's like with anything else. When
Yeah.
you're trying something new
Yeah.
with change and
it.
stuff.
Trendsetter. You feel me?
And as soon as I cut it off, I was like,
You was feeling it?
okay, I can do this.
And honestly, this blue light hitting
Hold
it,
on.
like the blue
With the
on it,
purple background,
right?
you see what's happening on the screen right now? Like, come on, y'all.
It's magic.
I see that.
It's magic.
So yeah,
Let's talk about this jacket.
this was a brand new pickup from Everything Goes Thrift Store. Shout outs to the
Oh, they're dope.
Thrifty.
They're
I love
dope.
them, dude.
Exactly.
You can get a couch, a winter coat, and a golf club.
All in one spot.
$50.
And
But
no budget.
for
so-
real, no, seriously, if you guys are looking for furniture at a really good price, clothes and things like that, go to Everything Goes right in our neighborhood in Staten Island. They have a book cafe, a clothing store, and a furniture store. So make sure you guys shop local.
Yes.
That's dope. I love shopping
Yeah,
local.
I did too. We need to do that more often. I actually made it like a mission to buy art from women and just from women companies this month. Last
Oh,
month
that's really good.
it was like buy from art from black businesses and things like that. So I'm trying to go with the theme.
Nice.
So we'll
But
see
just
what happens
supporting
next
local,
month.
period, is
Yeah.
like, it's really important. So many
Yeah,
people
like-
just like Amazon or
Yeah.
Right.
quick to go to Target or something when you can get it from the mom and pop stop, the
Right.
mom and pop shop, and actually like support somebody, like a real person.
Right.
And then
who has, like,
it's
real
always
bills.
dope to see them. Like, let's get into it. Talking about shopping
Hold up.
local.
Hold up.
Okay.
You see the feet.
Okay.
Boom.
All right, people. Yeah,
So,
thanks,
so where'd,
Kenny.
where'd you get those from?
So listen,
So
one day, I'm mad. One day, I bought sneakers because I'm like, white ups, need them, and I'm like, yo, I had an idea to do this photo shoot, but I had no idea what I was gonna wear. I just knew that I wanted to do a bomb photo shoot with this really dope photographer. Shout outs to Adam Smith.
Yes, sir.
And I bought these sneakers from DSW because I got the big feet, y'all. And I sent these shoes to my friend Lori, and I literally told her, do what you want. Right?
I was so nervous too. I was like, oh my gosh.
Do what you want.
What do you
Here's
mean?
the money.
Color scheme, nothing? You're not
I'll
going
be
to
back
give me
in 2
any
weeks.
kind of sense of direction?
Because I wanted to get my inspiration off whatever she created. So I gave it to her. She gave me the color schemes, and then I went and found an outfit to match.
And it actually like matched like to the T.
Wild.
Can I say that coming up, my mom was a single mom, right? And she worked like 4 jobs. Shout out to my mom. And she was. They need to be like a little freshened up.
They
but
do, but, you know.
okay, it's okay. You wore them.
Yeah, she been in the
They're
field.
worn.
These are
They're
my
lived
girl
in.
on the rock shoes. Like I
They're lived
DJ and I do events in these shoes specifically. So like these are super special to me. I don't just be wearing these.
Right.
So these are battle scars right here. The fuck. But
So
yeah.
that was my first like kind of what I was trying to say with going back to my childhood is that my mom wasn't always able to afford me like the new pair of Jordans, right? So I had these one pair of Jordans, the 12s I believe they were, and every season, I feel like almost every semester I would paint them into like a different color scheme. So that was like my first kind of
That's dope.
introduction to customizing kicks. And I remember you posted that like, hey, does anybody want to paint these? I was like,
She was the first one, and I was like, bet. Do what you gotta
and
do.
I had so much fun doing it though. And then
Yeah.
do you remember that I actually shared it with Starter first?
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Seriously.
Because I was like, I needed just some reassurance. I was like feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure if she's gonna like it. Let me hit her ace boon to see if he approves.
Is this girl on the rocks?
And he said, yo, that is so
That
her.
was
She's gonna
literally,
love
like,
it.
I flipped.
That was all
I have the
dope.
video on my phone probably.
I
still.
do too. Somewhere.
Yeah,
we gonna post
it
that
was a
later.
good day. That was a
That was
great
dope.
photo
That was dope.
shoot. See how the world just comes back around full
Right.
circle. It doesn't make any sense, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
It
So
makes perfect sense.
it does,
Connected.
actually.
It's dope. It's dope. And I appreciate you for always supporting.
I hate that we have to wear masks because I wish you guys could see how goofy my smile is right now. Like it's
You can
really-
see it through the eyes. They get
You
like
can.
a little.
Yeah,
They,
doing
they,
squint.
they squinch up a little bit. So, you know,
Shout out
I'm
to
smiling
these
under here.
outfits. We look really good.
Also,
on
shop
the
local.
screen.
I got this from a local shop.
Yes,
I
I
posted it on my
That is
love.
actually really dope.
You can't see it. It says love though. It's cute.
I need
That's
to get.
dope.
I need to get with the marketing program too. I need a girl on the rocks mask ASAP.
You do.
I do, right?
Yeah,
I
you
know.
gotta have
I'm bugging out here.
Whenever I do an appearance, I'll try to like find like a local print shop.
Yeah.
It's only like $10,
I know-
$15
I
to
know
get a mask,
so
and then
many. I
put
don't
my
know
name on
why.
it, you know, like
Right.
customize.
It's
and
just
supporting.
You know what it is? Like so much happens on a daily that things like that just get. It's like, oh dang! And then when you finally remember, you're like, darn.
Well, shout out to them because I actually just hit them up like 2 days ago or
And
yesterday,
they were able
and they
to?
were able
Oh,
to
wow,
accommodate.
dope.
And I don't want to say it's because of what's been going on with me, but that's probably why they were like, "Oh, I definitely got to hook up and,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
look out for her." So
That's dope. No, but it
dope.
came out
Yeah.
good. It's good quality.
I love it
For
too,
something
and
that
it's
was
Color
so
comfortable.
pops
fast.
too. It's dope.
So I want to know what's going on with both of you guys. You know, as you guys know, both of these awesome humans have been on the show before. And I really wanted to incorporate some ideas from them, kind of get some answers on what they've been doing since they've been here. Because as you all know, we're all creatives and we all have so much going on all the time.
Right.
So I thought, why not end the show with some people who have been here and some people who I know are still getting things done behind the scenes. If you guys aren't following them already, if you guys aren't tuned into everything they have going on.
Go do that now.
So yeah, right. Please follow these names. Literally type these names into Google. Okay, type these names into Instagram. You
We're
know the
Googleable.
vibes. Yeah, like
can find that.
we're professionals. Okay, so let's start with you, Stardom. Obviously, we just working. You know the vibes.
You see the vibe.
You guys can watch this show on our app. I've promoted this app probably every single episode. You guys know. So let us know what the users who aren't familiar with any of the new updates, because I'm sure everybody who is watching now has an idea of who We Just Working is. So let's tell them some of the new things that we have cooking up over on our end.
So on the We Just Working end, we're really just like excited for the new year. We're really just trying to bring new vibes for people. You know, COVID's been hard, especially for creatives, people in the live entertainment industry overall.
Yeah.
So we're really just trying to create new outlets right now. We have a few series coming to the app.
Okay.
A poetry series, a dance series. Some of those are going to turn into like workshops as well.
Right. Didn't we just do the first episode for the poetry series with Kofi?
That was actually more of a showcase
Oh.
kind of thing. Yeah.
even
So,
better.
but he is going to be a part of that series as well. And the cool thing about this series is it's all going to have like unpublished pieces from each poet. So you're getting like exclusives from them as well. I've seen like a few of them coming in. So it's looking really cool. Shout outs to Thomas, by the way.
Thomas,
Thomas,
he's
shout out to
performed
you.
here at the Hub a bunch of times. He's also had a bunch of events here in the community.
Yeah, he just had one yesterday at Snow College.
Yes.
It's pretty awesome.
So shout outs
So,
to Thomas. We're
shout
gonna
out-
get him back here.
Yeah, so
At
that's
some
actually
point.
his series. He's running that completely. He's reaching out to other poets in his community as well, some of his students as well. So it's awesome, you know.
That sounds really dope.
Yeah, so like more things like that, just kind of creating more platforms. We have more workshops coming. So now we have the acting classes. That's where I actually just came from. I'm trying to
I know his whole schedule. I'm like about to ask him mad questions. Like, so where were you at this time today? Because
Right.
I know where you were supposed to be. No,
Sounds more like an
Right.
interrogation sis than an interview, but okay.
this
listen,
is how we communicate. You know what I'm saying?
business
Right.
partners.
Right.
It's just a
That's
sync.
the scene. That's how
I
you
have
do.
to know where he
You
is
know?
because at some point he's probably gonna ask me to bring something that he needs or whatever the case may be. So, but that's how it is for all of us, right? So,
Exactly. That's what the
Lori
team's for.
actually has like a billion things going on
Yeah.
today, and she still came to the show, which I'm so grateful for.
Thank you for having me. I'm
And
so excited to be
Yeah,
here.
you're the
she,
goat.
right?
You're really the
Right?
goat.
She-
Yeah, for real.
Every time I invite her anywhere, she got a 10,000 things she already was doing, and she still shows up and
That's
turns
like
up.
in
so.
true New York energy, right? True
Yeah.
New York
Right.
fashion, just multitasking.
Be like, hey yo,
and on the
listen, I got a
go.
baby shower to go to right after this, but I'm gonna chill with y'all for a
Right.
while. We gonna turn up.
It's all love.
Don't worry
as long
about
as,
it.
As long
Yeah.
as, you know, we're able to support and show love anyway, even if it's something small, it's just
Yes.
coming in
Yeah,
to
you
your,
got the
to your
perfect
podcast.
name though, Lori Love. 'cause
Lori
you
Love.
Literally always show
I
love.
think it was
Facts.
Kenny, and Kenny proved me. Tell me if I'm wrong, but somebody, we were talking about somebody like, and I said oh my gosh, I can't believe I just had a brain fart. We were talking about somebody that was
remember
here,
this.
and I said, "Oh, I love her," and he said, "Oh, I just asked her about you too," and she said she loves you.
That's
Like Kenny,
great.
my name is Lori Love for a reason. Like,
Like, come on.
like it's not always just about showing love. It's like how you make somebody feel, you know. And I pride myself. That's like my core value is love. So I always want somebody to leave my presence and be like, wow, that was like really cool. She's good vibe. She's like a really
Yes.
loving person. That's always what I like strive for.
I think
So-
that's a common theme in a lot of the stuff that we all do together, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that we have a place like Hub 17. Shout outs to the Hub!
Oh, you know.
Yes.
I love this
Shout
place.
out, yeah, right?
It
Like
feels like home now.
as soon as well,
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
right.
Not yet, sis. Not
Right,
yet, sis.
right.
Mom's the word.
Right.
I told you.
But yes, indubitably. It does feel like home here for us. Whenever you think of a place where you can get live music, wherever you think of a place where you can have a good time, even if it's just a place that you need to just sit down on a hot day that has shade, like the courtyard is open, like, you know, and somebody's probably painting or some crazy shit.
Yeah, you definitely
So-
gotta.
I didn't know that, so that's a dope. That's
Yeah,
dope. That's
you know
good
what I'm
for me to know.
saying? If you're ever just in the neighborhood, like it's open, like you can just come in and just hang out. Like if you're ever just looking for a place, like if you just need somewhere to read a book or just like listen to music, like just hit me up, Kenny. We're more than happy to give people that outlet, and that's the cool thing about it. Like that's why we're so family oriented here. You know what I'm saying? Like we all understand that we all have so much going on, and then with this pandemic, so it's like the fact that we're even still running here is just like
It's a blessing.
awesome.
Blessing.
You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
blessing.
So shout outs to everybody who's coming here every week, shooting their shows, doing their photo shoots. We Just Working is here every Wednesday. I'm here every Sunday. Akash is here every Wednesday. We have a bunch of shows. We have new shows coming up. So I'm really excited for what Hub 17 has for our viewers coming up.
Shout out to Akasha and Duane.
Word.
Yes, I
her
love
her show is
Akasha.
going great. Her show is going really well.
Yeah, that's what
I'm excited. She also just got a guitar, so I know she's teaching herself how to play guitar, which I'm really happy about.
I think it's a bass actually.
A bass.
It is the bass.
A bass. I'm sorry. I'm, you
I don't
know.
want to.
Well, it's a bass guitar.
Okay.
Right.
So
I mean,
she's
I'm
not
just saying-
wrong. She's
I'm just
not
saying,
wrong.
You know, I don't know how she's
It's just
promoting
the
it. I don't know
specific-
how she's promoting it. I'm just.
All
you know,
right,
I'm
right.
marketing.
She's probably
I'm
not
marketing.
promoting it at all.
Right. You know.
But I am proud
Shout
of
out to
her
the good sis. We love
that
you,
she picked
Akasha.
up something new. So
Yeah.
I am interested in knowing what is something new that you guys learned about yourselves
Oh.
throughout this crazy shutdown. And kind of what have you learned that you can give to people now? Like, what is a new skill that you've picked up that you feel confident that you can show people now?
Well, I'm gonna take that one first.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Because we just talked on it. Love.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been the same person, you know, and I've gone by Lori Love. That's not my real name. That's my like stage name. But I've always gone by Lori Love. But I feel like in 2020, I realized the importance of showing it more.
Yeah.
And, you know, not being like, you'll see somebody's page, you're following somebody that you think is so dope. You think, you know, you love their look, you love the stuff that they post, whatever. And before 2020, I might have been a little bit more hesitant to just send a heart eye or
Yeah.
send a heart and be like, "Oh, girl, you're rocking that," or
Right.
or telling a fellow creative that, you know, that their work is dope. You know, so before 2020, I might have said that to somebody I know, And, you know, within 2020, I realized the importance of showing love, regardless if you, like, know that person or stand in your circle.
Yeah.
Like, just that little bit of love and encouragement goes such a long way, especially in the, I know the both of you know what I mean as a creative, to have somebody reach out and be like, yo, your work is dope, or yo, you're rocking that look today.
Yeah.
So 2020 really showed me that, you know, you can step outside of your little circle or your little box of your close friends and show love, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's okay.
Definitely.
Like, I don't know when it was, like, not cool to show love.
Right.
Like, that's whack.
It
Like,
became
show love
like,
to
oh,
everybody.
you're showing love, like, oh, you're biting off this person, you're on them, like that's
Wait,
okay.
that's not right. That's not right. It's okay
It's crazy.
to ride the wave. It's okay to tell your friends and people you don't know
Especially
that
if
they're
you genuinely
dope.
support it or fan of it or appreciate
Appreciate
whatever
what
they're
they're
actually
doing.
bringing to the table. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's one thing.
I agree. I love that. I mean, I would definitely say these last few months in this new year, last year, whatever. I'm not even. Last year didn't even happen for me, but this year, it's been a roller coaster. You know, life. So, I would definitely say I'm trying to get back on that, and that's why, you know, having this show was an escape for me from all of the hustle and bustle. You know, and a way to, okay, I'm meeting up with somebody I know most of the time. Or just being able to have a good conversation and not so worried about how many bills I have to pay, or, you know, like, everybody I'm talking to, it's like they need money from me. Like, what? No. Yeah. And it's crazy. So it's like, you know, I'm so grateful that I have people around me who are older than me, so I can look up to them, ask for advice and things like that. And it's so weird. Like, I've always been friends with people who are a little bit older than me, because it's like I've always been a step ahead of everybody who's my age. Like, everyone who's my age is not worried about the same things that I'm worried about. And it's kind of like I worry so much, but I'm like, wait, like, I'm not even on the same, like, we're over here, guys. All of us, we're over here. Like, regular life is all that way. So I'm really looking forward to all of the new ideas that we have. I feel like by the summertime, like, it's gonna be
excited.
It's gonna be excited.
Summertime is gonna be
Yeah.
a good time, good vibes. People need it, you know. Hopefully, people just continue to stay safe throughout the pandemic, and, you know, continue to put health first. But the vibe is a part of health, you know. I feel
Yeah,
like
It is. That's
definitely.
mental health.
That's
You get
definitely
me?
one
It
thing
is,
I learned. You know,
What?
like,
I
that's
need
what
to
I
go
learned throughout this
outside.
whole process is, like, mental health is so important. Self-awareness, you know, knowing what your goals are, what you truly want out of things, right? Especially us, like, we go out ready to promote a specific project or something that we want to watch, like, just flourish with our friends. And then we go out into the field and then we network. Then we meet other people. And then there's things that we can, you know, help those people with, vice versa, you know. And sometimes that energy can kind of pull you away from your main goal.
Right.
But if you're smart about it, and if your goal is true to your heart, no matter what you do, no matter how you walk or talk, like, your goal is someone's gonna reflect that. So
Yeah.
you're still working towards your goal. You're building for your goal, you know. But you need to know what your specific goal is, because as we see, when the world shuts down and all of those moving pieces are going, it's like you don't want to feel lost. You don't want to feel, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And how could I
I've
be
seen that with
lost
so
when
many
everything is
people.
not moving right now? You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
So then it's like,
And I've seen so many people be affected by it in different ways, and it's just like, yo, if you find your end result, you'll always find your way there.
right.
you
What's
know?
for you will always be
Yeah,
for you.
exactly.
Will always align. That's shout out to Akasha. Again. She told me
That's so
that.
funny. I was just
It
gonna
will
say her
align
name
with
again.
you.
That's crazy.
What's for you will come to
Yeah.
you. As long as you keep your intention pure and your focus on what you want, it'll come to
That's
you.
so crazy. I was just gonna bring her up. She just came to our other venue just a few days ago. Her, Shaolin Prince, Eddie I, shout out to all of them. It was nice. It was
crowd.
Yeah,
Yo, right?
it was
Mad
just
random.
mad
I was like,
random, right? Like,
okay.
it wasn't like I promise it was
They got some-
not.
It was not invite, but
Yeah.
okay. It's a-
It was
Yo,
supposed to be
that
like
was like-
meetings one by one, and everybody just
Everybody
showed up
came
all at the same
Oh,
time.
that's dope. See, it aligns to
exactly.
do that.
We were
for a
supposed
reason.
to have
honestly,
that
even
conversation.
with the conversations we had, we all knew that we were supposed to be having those.
Yeah, it
That's
was
dope.
weird.
Like,
It was
really
weird.
weird. It was weird.
But I forgot what I was gonna bring
We
her
were
up for.
talking about aligning and what's for you will be for you, will come to you. manifesting and all that. Just shout out to Akasha.
Just shout out to Akasha.
Yeah. Hey,
How about that?
Mom.
Hey, hey.
What's up, Mom Dukes?
That's Mama
Hey,
Mom.
yo, shout out to Mom Dukes. She just made it through the COVID struggle. She was going crazy in the
Shout
club.
out to Mom.
Warrior, once again, I see you, Mom Dukes. You
Blessing.
Word. Oh, you gotta let me know how that was. I had COVID too. You guys remember that episode where I had came back from COVID? I was all jacked up. What in the brain? Like, wow.
I think it is. It's of course it has its physical
I think the biggest one
it's
is
physical
mental.
task, but it's the mental. It's like the isolation and the oh my gosh, what's gonna happen and being nervous about it. I think that's like very, very serious.
I missed the way the wind felt on my skin. That's how bad it was. And I used to like literally stick my entire body out the window, like.
Well,
if
I can
just
relate too
stick it
from
out
just from coming back from surgery.
Yeah.
It's like taking little steps. Is like, oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
miss walking normally.
Yeah,
I wish
all of those things.
Simple
man.
things that people don't even really think about.
Right.
I don't know. I've gotta. So this whole time that we've been in this pandemic, I gotta say, I think my new skill that I picked up was that I'm a bomb ass cook.
Okay.
you
I
guys.
see you.
Chef Boyardee, literally.
Yo, she's still there.
The TikTok feta cheese tomato pasta killed that.
Did it? I
I
seen
did
it.
it.
The other day. I
was
wanted
so
to try
good.
it.
Oh my god, it was so good.
I got a block of
It
feta at home.
was
Don't
so
play,
good.
sis.
Do it. Do
Yo,
it,
first
sis.
off, where was I?
Do
Like,
it.
what
Yo,
happened
it's
to-
so
I just
good.
seen it. I
I
just
feel
seen it
like
like 2
I
days
feel like I
ago.
texted you that day, and you kind of went ghost.
Because I was eating my fucking
She
pasta.
was back and she
I
didn't want to
was-
share.
She was like,
Yo,
nah.
that shit is
Next
so
time,
good.
homie.
It's so easy.
that's dope.
6 ingredients.
Okay.
Really 5, but 6.
That's eating clean. That's good.
Girl. It's eating clean, but it's mad pasta. I made a lot of pasta, me personally.
Well, clean eating it's not always the best eating, but it's like not adding so much stuff.
Like, I was
like
at work thinking about that
preservatives
shit.
and processed food. So if it was like very simple ingredients.
Yeah, I
that's kinda
used
easy.
organic cheese.
Oh, okay.
But it was bomb, so I was like,
Sis got the organic cheese on deck. You know it was good.
and you know, you could make that like in college, you guys. Like if you got a little
College.
burner.
What is that? Oh, you're like
I'm
the
saying.
the little
Jam.
hot plate.
She said
you can make it
It's
on
a
a hot
gem. It's a gem. I'm telling y'all. You just
So
throw it on
dope.
there, put the little.
So what was your favorite? So okay. So since you found your new skill of, I'm gonna be an interviewer for a second. You found your new skill of cooking, right? What has been like your best dish? Like if I said, make me your best dish now, go.
Bang! Ready, y'all? Ready? Y'all be like, I'm telling y'all, for real. Coconut curry,
Nah, stop it, sis.
chickpeas, son.
Really,
Oh, it's
chickpeas
like
too.
that.
Vegans, yes, for the vegans. You know, I'm trendy, okay? I'm trendy.
I need that.
I got that
Yo.
shit. Yo,
Sis,
I'm
I'm
not
sick,
mad
so
at
you
that
have to
at
make it for
all.
me.
That's
I'm just
a fact.
I'll
getting
make
back
it. I be wanting to make it for fun.
I got it on
Like,
tape too, so
Right.
Yo.
That's a fact.
she making it.
the
That's
fun.
why I asked her, just
No,
so I
you-
can
so
ask
You
her
know
to
how you
make
text
it.
me about those shoes,
No.
right? You're gonna have to, nah?
No.
You see how they do me? You see
The
how they
same
do
way
me
she
in
went
America?
MIA that
You see
day.
how they do me in
No.
America?
Listen, yo,
Alright.
coconut curry chickpeas, you guys.
that's dope.
That
Bomb.
sounds really good with
That
some white
sounds
rice.
really good.
Ooh, girl.
Girl, it's the.
I'll get you the ingredients. You
No,
just
I'll
gotta
make it. That's just fun to me.
It's a date.
Like, I love cooking now. Like, I think it's because I moved out and my mother was very like, get out my kitchen. You know? Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. So yeah, so now that I live on my own, it's like now I get to chef it up. And I live with, other people, so it's like I always make big amounts. So, and I don't mind. Like, normally
Do you?
people,
That's really hard for like somebody who's a new cook to make like really big amounts. It like
Yeah.
really changes the recipe. So that's good. That's good
most
that
of the
you're
time it's a mistake, but
Gotcha.
But a happy
I mean,
mistake.
listen,
Like
right,
Bob
right,
Ross,
right.
a happy treat.
Like, you
It's
know
a happy
what?
little
I'm gonna
seasoning.
be eating this for the rest of the week. That's fine. I don't mind eating this for the rest of the week.
Saving money
I'm good.
anyway too.
Right.
But yeah, so let's give some advice to our viewers since we are all pretty seasoned in what we do, right?
Yeah.
I guess let's just go down the line and give some advice to some people who are out there looking to start something in our realm. So each of us, I guess, will answer in our specific realm. So you music, me like hosting and DJing, and then you art and whatever else you want to focus on, especially because I know that you're starting to branch out with your website, and then your son, he has his small business. So I know that you wear a lot of hats. So whichever
That I do.
hat you want to focus on, you just boom. But I really want to give advice out to people, especially those who are looking to maybe start a podcast on their specific topic or their specific niche. Or even if they're looking for a team like ours, or even if they're looking for a great friend and mentor like yourself. So I'm gonna go this way with it. Let's start this way and work our way down.
Y'all love starting with startup.
Yeah.
All right,
I picked the
fine. No,
wrong
no, no,
name.
no. I'll
It's
start.
okay.
I'll start.
No, it's not. Yeah, you
I
start.
mean, I'm
You got
really,
it.
I'm here to hear like y'all point of view. I'm fans. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all put me on the flyer, but I really came to see y'all. So you know what I'm saying? So like,
All right, so I'll start. Advice. So I'm gonna give advice from a media standpoint, and I'm gonna get advice from like a DJ event host standpoint. So I would say the media personality point of my career at this point is still very new. As far as actually being in front of the camera. But as far as the skill of knowing how to talk to people and things like that, I would definitely say it's just like muscle memory. You have to practice on it. And you can practice just in regular conversations, right? So, for example, the other day I had a conversation with a few of my roommates, some friends, things like that. We're all chilling, whatever. And I asked one person what her realistic 5-year plan is. And it turned into a 3-hour conversation with each of us sharing our 5-year plan.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And so just doing things like that in your regular life can actually train you to get ready to have those conversations in front of the camera. Also, training people how to talk to you. So, for example, when you are encountering people who talk to you a certain way, knowing how to come to them and telling them, hey, this is how I would prefer you to talk to me instead of that way. Or, hey, I know that you're trying to get this message across, but if you start your message this way, I'm not going to get it because you completely started it off wrong. And so
That's a gem.
yeah, like the other day I had to do that to someone. My friend was trying to give me advice and he was like, well, you should. And I was like, wait, you should, right? Or it would be cool, or maybe you could try. Like things like that is how you should start your message. Sometimes if you're trying to give that advice. So things like that are a good way to get yourself ready to be in front of the camera. And also talking to your friends. Talk to your friends as much as you can. When you talk to them, interview your friends. Like I do it all the time. You know? We talk like this on a regular. And so I think that's really important. If you're a DJ and you're starting to come into the event life and everything, I know right now is like the worst time. But right now is also the best time to get that practice in. For myself, because I do so much, planning that DJ time is super sacred and I like can't back down on it. Like I have to get it into my calendar for the week. I have to dedicate this amount of time to that. So I would definitely say make sure that you are on top of your time management. I think being a DJ and an event host and things like that, it's all about time management. When you're at an event, you know that you can't play twerk music while everyone's eating. Like, you just can't.
Wait, why not?
Because, like, you're going to choke if you're twerking and eating a chicken bone.
some seats there.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I didn't even think about it. I like to twerk a lot personally, but
it
okay.
depends. You know, like, if it's a wedding,
Just kidding.
you don't, but if you're at a barbecue, then play twerk music the whole time. Period. Don't turn it off ever. But if you're at a different type of event and people are eating, you don't want to play your music too loud and you don't want to play anything too high tempo. When people are leaving, you want to start playing songs that insinuate leaving, like bye bye bye, you know, things like that.
I just turned the lights on. That's my new thing.
Or Future, turn
Just
the
turn the
light.
lights on. Okay,
I'm looking
yeah,
for
right.
like things
Because
like
then they
that.
start like.
Or do
you
the
know,
DJ screech.
Yeah.
The music
Or
just
you
stops.
start
Like,
making the announcements
That's
like,
the-
okay,
That's the
so
fellas on the whole.
we had a great time tonight. You know, everybody get home safe, things like that. You know, so if you
you
guys
definitely
are
keep the energy when you're DJing and hosting.
Yeah.
Like you,
From
like
beginning to end.
like not only with the music and the vibe, like the way you check in and the way you kind of like get it get rowdy or
Yeah.
like tell them it's time to calm down. Like,
And I
you're
think
always
that's
really good.
the cool thing about it. People always ask me like, oh well, you know, when did you know you wanted to be a DJ? I never did. This was never the plan. It just kind of fell into my lap because of my personality, and I'm always jumping up and dancing and ready to just entertain. So it kind of made sense that if I'm gonna be in charge of the party, I might as well be in charge of the flow of how everything's going. So it became more of, okay, I am a really dope party host, and if the music for some reason doesn't work, I got it. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. So it's just another skill on top of another skill. So if you guys can master it that way, do it. But that's my advice. And how about you?
So, because I wear so many hats, my advice, I think, would be broad and kind of generalized. I actually have two things. The first thing, which is general and can literally fit to anybody who's trying to go for any kind of goal or dream that they have, is don't be afraid to reach out. You know, you'll be surprised at the amount of support you have when you kind of like talk to your friends or your circle or even strangers and kind of just let them know your story or your project or your intent or whatever you got working on. And you like, almost like it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to do a dream, like to make a dream come to reality. So don't be afraid to like reach out to people. You, as an artist, I've always been an artist, right? I've always created. I started kind of selling myself professionally in an artistic, because I have a lot of companies, but my artistic company.
I have a lot of companies.
I'm a serial. I consider myself a serial entrepreneur.
Period.
Because I've always had that mindset. Like, it's not fun working for somebody else. I want to work for myself, right? So I started with face paint, and that was fun and it was cool, and I love working with kids, and I was able to paint and, you know, do my thing that way and be creative that way. But 2020 shut me down. Like, I couldn't face paint anybody during 2020. Definitely. So I had to kind of like go back to my roots and kind of like not reinvent myself, because I've always painted, but I never sold myself canvas wise or digital. Like, I never sold my artistic talents in that way. So for my artistic goal and advice would be to don't be afraid. Like, put yourself out there.
Go for it, yeah.
Like, but be yourself also. Like, so when I first started painting on canvas, I did something that wasn't really my art style. Like, it wasn't true to myself, but it was cool, it was cute. And it didn't feel right when I put it out. And the reason why is because I wasn't being authentic. Like, it wasn't myself. So I have like these noodles that my kids my kids named them, and it's like little line work, it's little doodles, and it may not be like super. I don't want to.
Wait, don't we have one over there somewhere? Kenny
has one somewhere.
Yep. Shout outs to Kenny and the Hub 17, the whole fam. Like, come on, man. Of course he has a piece somewhere.
But when I put out the first art piece, it didn't like feel right, and it didn't really like do anything like for me artistically. Like, nobody really like took to it, and it's because it wasn't really something from me. My little noodles, you can see it in the love. Yeah. I put them everywhere. So now when I sat with myself, I said, I need to go back to myself. Thanks, you know, like, I really, not superficially go back to my roots of painting, but really just be who I am. And I used to do those noodles everywhere when I was a kid. Like, I was the kid in school, like in math class, not paying attention because I was just doodling all over my stuff. And I would still pass the test. I was still smart, but I was like still not just like focused into my doodles and my line work and stuff. So just being like authentically yourself and gaining that confidence comes by putting yourself out there authentically. 100%. So that's my advice is to gain that confidence with being an artist and putting yourself out there professionally by just like putting yourself out there, like pushing yourself. And it's always nerve-wracking. Like, it's always like really like, oh my gosh, how is this gonna be like embraced? Are people gonna like it? Are they gonna judge me for it? Are they gonna think I'm whack or I'm not talented enough? But who's for you? That same quote, who's for you will be for you, and it'll, that's so true. It'll come, you know, the work will come. The people who love your work will really love your work, and it'll really be from you. So be yourself 100%. And gain that confidence by sharing it. Please.
And honestly, you'll have a better experience when you do so. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know if this is a quote or not. I've said this a few times, so maybe it is a quote, you know, from me. But hey, don't quote me, but quote me. You know what I'm saying? But 99,
Time today.
no, only 1% of people are not gonna like the stuff that you have. That's what it is.
No.
Only,
Say that again. They didn't hear you.
oh, okay. I'm like, was I wrong?
No.
Like,
Say it again. They didn't hear you because it was facts.
only 1% of people are not going to like your work, your project, whatever you put out there, you guys. 99% of those people are gonna love it or like it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like really high chance that 1% is not gonna say anything about how much they don't like it. So,
And that 1% don't even matter at the end of the day. You
Right.
don't like it? Okay. Go look at the next person's page.
And even if they don't like it, they probably gonna lie to their friends and say they like it just to fit in. So you good. You're still gonna make it across
There's
the
that
desk.
little key point too.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I'm really interested in asking you a specific question, mainly because I know that we're here, we just working, you know the vibes, but I would definitely say that you're definitely on top of it. What is it like going from the entertainment world to now being introduced to like the technological world with the whole We Just Working app? Like, do you feel it's more convenient as far as being able to get that content out there at the touch of a button? Do you think it's challenging? Do you think it's all of the above? Like, what has it
It's
made you feel
definitely all of the above.
Yeah. I know that. I just want them to know.
It's definitely all of the above, right?
But yeah, definitely let us know.
Cause like, so like, how the app even happened, it was kind of just like I had started working with this company, Ali, that was working with, that's partnered with Verizon's like 5G lab, right? So I was just exposed to like next generation technology, right?
Yeah,
And,
it was wild. The
it was
phone calls
wild.
I was getting, I was like, whoa.
It was wild, and I was like, so I was learning a lot, but more importantly, like it scared the hell out of me, because it was like, oh, you guys already set up, ready to go. You're just introducing it to each other, but you have things to introduce to each other, and you know, and I'm not seeing it on the news. It's not what my friends are talking about. It's not what popping up on my Instagram feed. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of was just like, all right, I always knew that if you wanted to be in entertainment, you were gonna, as a music artist, like, think of yourself as a brand, right? And that's why being yourself and coming into it yourself is so important, because you don't lose that brand, right? Like, fads come and go, song come and go. Like, I've been getting drill beats since like 2009, but it just got hot now. You know what I mean? And it's gonna fade out, at least in the States at some point. You know what I'm saying? So, one, if you don't want to stay a trend, stay yourself. But with that said, it's also like with the entrepreneurial spirit, it's like create the trend. You know, like the app really came from like an urgency. I also got hurt that year, so it was like, what if I can't be on the stages? What if I can't do that? How am I gonna reach these people? You know what I'm saying? How am I gonna get my people to these people? You know, and then it was just like, all right, I see what's going on in the tech space. People may think like the app is the big shebang, but for me, it's just my introduction to the technology world.
Right.
So I can have these conversations, so I can meet these people, so I can put some kind of like face or kind of mission really behind like the terminology and the things that I mentioned.
I'm sorry, y'all. The girls are out tonight. God damn it. Oh, you seen it, right? I'm like, shit. I'm sorry.
Y'all good.
You put the kids away. The fuck? I'm sorry, you guys. Jeez,
You're good,
please.
But yeah, I mean, so there's definitely the benefits of being able to send a push notification, right, and be able to send one message to thousands of people, right? But then, you know, there's the learning curve as the person like running it. So it wasn't like, all right, I'm not a coder, right? So I'm speaking to, shout out to our partners in London that developed the app for us. But
shout out to you because the app is dope.
Yo, and like the upgrades and all that, like they're so on top of it. So I really appreciate y'all, because there's really a kid with a dream, right? So think about like how full circle it goes, right? The CEO of that company started out in entertainment, and then he ended up getting into technology, and he was getting clients outside of entertainment. And here I am, this like random black kid from Staten Island, from the projects, trying to email them talking about, yo, I want to make this app. They're like, what are you talking about? They hit me with the price. I'm like, never mind, I hit you back in like 7 years when I got the you know? But luckily, God willing, a rep told the CEO about my vision for the app, and because he had an entertainment background and he wanted more of that out of his company, it all lined up at the right time. And then go figure, say, So now we have the app. I'm still kind of figuring out how to develop it because the deal happened so fast. I was serious about I'll hit you back in
Right,
7
he's like,
years.
I'm still trying to
I'm
research.
trying to still figure it out. So when they
Yeah.
hit us back, I'm like, oh, okay, well, here's my idea. So at this point, now I'm like, all right, now I have to become a designer. I'm not a coder, but I have to design what it's going to look like. And so it's just like the learning curves. You got to really be okay with playing multiple roles and wearing a lot of hats. And that comes, for me, that comes from being a music artist. And my advice, if you're a music artist, is understanding that, once again, you are the brand, right? So, you know, as a brand, music, I'll tell you, like, the OGs told me, music only makes you cool enough to sell other things, right? So if you're true to your music, you're introducing yourself to the world, right? You're hoping that gets some kind of response and people connect to you on your level, right? And because now you have that connection, they genuinely want to see you win. They want to see your product and they want to see your face and other things. They get excited when they see your photos on Instagram modeling or in a, extra on the TV show, things like that. Now you end up DJ Khaled and you selling soap from your tub off of a Snapchat and you get, you know what I'm saying?
That's random, but okay, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
But it does start that simple, though.
Yeah, and it comes from the team and being willing to wear multiple hats, being willing to learn. Like if you want a producer, you might want to learn how you want your sound specifically. You know what I'm saying? You might want to build a relationship with somebody that could teach you that. And that's just kind of what it is for me. Like I'm just adapting. You know, we come up now. We have this venue. You know, again, like something that we were planning, kind of more towards the future, and it popped up a little early because again, it was aligned with somebody else's goals. And then it just kind of happened. So honestly, stay open. Like she said, like say yes to things. Go by yourself.
Oh, yes.
Do not wait for your friends, bro. Do not wait for your friends. You got friends waiting for you at the new destination. That's going to help you get there. Do not wait for your friends because that's you losing friends. You understand?
And also, though, sometimes say no, too, though.
Right.
You know what I'm
Boundaries,
saying?
boundaries.
Yeah,
Right.
like, respect yourself, know your worth.
That's a fact.
And but if you're going to say no, ask all the questions and know exactly why
know
you're saying
why you're
no.
saying no. That's
You know
the
what I'm
most
saying?
important
Like,
thing.
Don't
I
just
had
be
that
like sitting on your
experience
pedestal,
recently.
like,
Right.
no,
If you have your
I'm too
reason-
good for
and that's
that.
why I say don't wait for your friends. There's been plenty of times where I almost said no just because I'm having a good time with the friends that I know I'm going to see tomorrow
Right.
for a whole new opportunity.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And like that comfortability, you can get really like stagnant in certain environments. And if you're trying to be the person to break out and bring a new life to those friends, then you need to take that as a responsibility, not a luxury.
Yeah.
You can't just be chilling with them and then be mad that things aren't moving. If you feel like you're supposed to be the catalyst, like you got to motivate these people to do more. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
like, be a leader, 100%, but that comes with being willing to be liked, you know, and that comes with finding mentors. Networking, like, you shouldn't just be looking for the plug. You should be looking for somebody that can teach you how to be the plug. That's
Right.
the most important part.
And I think you got that down pat. She has
Yeah.
her kids out here running businesses
Shout out to
already.
my baby.
Right.
Let's talk
yo,
about
that's
it.
Yes,
crazy.
let's
For
get
a
you see
while
the
now, we
segue?
fucking
Y'all
years,
see the
like,
segue?
talk to
We
me.
all love it. It's inside out. Hold on.
Yes. But
So
yes,
shout out to my
he's
baby.
been out here like
Yes,
for a
he-
few years.
He had started this company, his company, E Designs by PL, when he came up with the idea when he was 6 years old. And I helped him launch it for his 7th birthday. So he's been in business for quite a while. I have always homeschooled my kids since before homeschooling was kind of a thing because of COVID. But I always tried to push him to whatever he wants to do. Not even push him, I encourage him. So if he wants to sell hats today, come on, baby, we selling hats. You want to go and sell his he does like Minecraft builds and stuff. All right, so that's what we selling today. If that's what you want to do, you don't want to sell nothing. That's all right too.
Right, we don't
I
have
want
to sell
him to
today.
have a
Yeah.
mind of his own and kind of like tell me what he wants for himself.
Absolutely.
So this is his shirt.
Ooh,
This is a
I
design
love
that he
That's
did.
fire.
it. Oh, we need
I
to
need
do
that.
a
He's
collab, but we just
full
Yeah, what's
gamer.
up?
He's a full gamer, and all of his designs are really like anime or
Okay.
game Minecraft
Yeah, I love
related.
it.
That's dope.
We actually were given an opportunity. So April 24th, I want to share with everybody. I don't have an official flyer yet, but he will be doing another pop-up shop. This is his first pop-up shop in a while.
Okay.
And it's going to be an all young entrepreneurs event. So it's going to be
Ooh,
all
we
entrepreneurs
gotta go.
under 18
Okay.
selling stuff.
Definitely.
And I asked him for his birthday. I said, "Hey Prince, it's been a little while since you've been selling stuff. Do you want to do this pop-up shop?" And he was like, "I don't know, I'll think about it." It's like, all right. So I kind of I planted the seed.
Right.
And I never want to be one of those like momagers that are like, no, you have to do this. You have to succeed. You have to succeed in this one thing. Like, no.
Right.
If this is what you want to do, then I will support you. I will
Mm-hmm.
support you in any way I can, and let's go for it. So I let him sit for like 2 days, and I said, yo, I need to know so that way we can be prepared. And I spoke to him as he just turned 11. I spoke to him as an adult, as a business partner.
Yeah.
Yo, if this is something we're going to do, we got to do it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I need us to be prepared. So I need a set answer, and I need a plan from you. Because when it comes down to E-Designs, he's my boss.
Right.
Even though I'm his mom, I work for him because this is his company. So I said, yo, are we going to do this? I gave him a day.
I
was
wish
like,
my mom would say something like that.
he was like, I don't know, Mom. I'll think about it, because he knows what has to go into it. It's not just that he'll get to sit down and not do nothing for the whole event. Like, no, you got to work for it.
Right.
This is your business.
Sell it.
You gotta sell. You gotta be out there
Right.
talking, communicating, and networking, and you gotta make the designs. This stuff don't just come from nowhere. I'm not gonna do the designs because then it's not your company.
Right.
And then you got to continue to market it. You got to keep having people
Exactly.
talk
So that's
about it,
kind of
yeah.
where I come in, but
Yeah.
you gotta do some of the work too,
Right,
right?
absolutely.
So I go back to him a day after his birthday, and I'm like, "What's up? We gonna do this?" He was like, "I'm ready, Ma. I want to make some money." Okay, so April 24th, we'll have this shirt. We'll have a few new designs he's working on. Super dope if you're into anime. Oh my gosh, he did something
That's so
yesterday. I
dope.
was like, it's one thing to be a creative, and you have your baby, like your artwork, and that's your baby, right? But then to see your actual baby create and be successful,
That's
And
why.
watch them get that experience.
yo, it's
Like,
mind blowing.
Yeah,
It's like
that's dope.
it's
That's
so
dope.
exhilarating to see him create and be excited, and then to see that creation be successful.
Yeah.
Stop it, man! I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you how
We
proud I am.
need to get like a collab going. I could see that with
What's
the
up? Can we do something?
Hello, Purple Heart.
Yo,
right,
listen,
like
sir.
it
You feel me?
matches
Like,
the
sir.
vibe. Right?
We need to
I
do
love
something.
that a lot though.
Well,
We need to do another pop-up shop too. We got this spot
Okay.
for you.
You got this? Business plan.
I'll hook you up with my boss.
Alright,
I'll hook you up with the boss.
Yeah, let me call my boss. Facts.
Go follow Prince. He
Yes,
doesn't.
everybody.
He's not so great with content posting, and it's hard for me to manage like literally everything. But we're gonna try to post more, but
Right.
still go follow him.
And
So
if you buy merch, you can help them get their content up by sending them pictures of you in these
100%.
awesome
people don't
items.
realize how important that is.
It's so important, dude. It gives people pictures to fill in flyers, pictures to post, pictures to send to other companies and things like that. So make sure that you guys do that. And also, it just makes people feel good. You know what I'm saying?
It's
At the
that
end
little
of the
bit of
day.
encouragement.
We,
That little
we
bit of love.
create things for people to take and use in their everyday life. I mean, sometimes you never know how. It's like writing a song, but never knowing, like, doing that performance, and no one person's like, yo, that song where you said the da 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 da, and you're like, oh, like, right. I was just trying to get through the song.
Right. And we have so
You know?
many of those times, right? Like putting events together,
Right.
on stage,
Right.
and
it's just great to
just
watch people enjoy a product or enjoy
It keeps a creative going.
Yeah.
Like it's
100%.
for a creative, and I don't know. I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for every creative, but having that little bit of encouragement or knowing somebody appreciates my
Right.
work keeps me going. Even if there was no payday at the end or it wasn't like
Yeah.
lucrative,
Right.
like okay, I know I did something dope that
Exactly.
reached at least one person that makes me want to do it again and again and again and again. So it's like it
and
goes
I'm happy
so
I have
well.
my tribe. I have my tribe here. 2 members of my tribe. The tribe is pretty big. I'm gonna say, like, our little. It's not a little network anymore. It's not little.
Right.
All right. We got the whole island on lock right
That's
now.
the beauty of it, is that it
It
keeps
is.
growing, and even
Yeah.
if 1 or 2 people may leave here and there or go their different ways, like it keeps growing.
It's an expansion
It's-
almost.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
love to see like the next generation. Like, yo, I've been in the at least like, well, especially I say the Staten Island music scene at least like 10 years now. And it's just like I remember if you Staten Island music scene and this was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I remember the first show Eddie I popped out, and we was
Facts.
like, yo, the crowd was now, mind you, like I
you
used to
talking
be
about
I used to
Flash?
be the young hot dude. You know what I'm saying? I used to be the, you know what I'm saying? I used to do what I used to make the OGs be, bro. Eddie, I hit the stage. We was all like, yo, who's that, bro? Like,
Word.
Sam
Super
and Lucid.
talented.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
Lucid.
to Eddie,
Shout out to
man.
Lucid. Shout out to
Word.
Al. Like, everybody. So
You want to know how I know Eddie's fire? I put his song came on my playlist randomly, something from his new album, and my mom was in the car. It was Distance. My mom was like, "Oh, this song is nice. I like this song. Who's this?" So you know it's lit. If
When
the
your mom's
elder
bumping.
likes it.
Right,
If the
right,
elder
right.
was like, "This should be on the radio,"
Right.
I'm like, "I know, ma.
Yo,
One day he will be, God willing."
He's
He's been on a few
You know,
like a few MTV shows. And
he's
stuff
doing
too.
he's been doing big things for a while, you know. And then it's like,
He was actually my first guest on this show ever.
Mm.
Oh
That's a
wow,
fact.
really? I
That's a
gotta
fact.
watch
Yo,
that
Kenny,
episode.
do you remember that? He wasn't even supposed to be here.
okay.
I
wasn't supposed to be
It was
here?
my first episode, and I was
Mad
with him,
random.
and he was like, "Oh, I'll come with you," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And then he was like, "Oh, I'll just sit back here." I was like, "No, why don't you just like jump up
Right.
here?"
So back
And it
when
was
he's not famous,
so
bro.
random.
That's dope. I
It was
can only
alright.
imagine his
It was fun,
random
though.
answers.
Yeah, and his yeah, right. I can't. Shout out to Eddie. I love him.
But it's cool though, and it's cool to like run into new artists,
Yeah.
and then like you hear like, oh yeah, I know of Eddie, and it's just like the trickles down and
The
like
ripple
the grind,
effect,
yeah,
right?
you know
Like
what I'm
just
saying?
to see how far
Into the
the
same
creative.
grind and the network grows. Like it was crazy, and I see more unity too. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
Like obviously there's
definitely.
some separation here and there, but that's just because they haven't been introduced to the people that's actually in the unity for them to be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's okay to be cool. Like you're saying, it's okay to show some love.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
You know?
a lot of the music scene right now it's a big separation between people who really are passionate about the work that they're making, and then there's the people who are more passionate about their image and what the career is going to do for them rather than what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
there will always be that. There's nothing we can
Yeah.
really do about that. But I'm
Shout out
happy
to
to
Staten
say that
Island
there's a
though,
lot
because
of
the
people.
talent on this island, like
It's
I've lived
crazy.
here. I'm not born on Staten Island. I was born in Florida. I moved plenty of places, but I've lived here since I was maybe 6 on and off my whole life. So that's a 30 something. So I'm like, it's a while. I've been here a long
Forever
time.
21 people. Forever
I've been
21.
celebrating my 25th birthday for like 8 years now. So okay, but what I'm saying is that I was really introduced to the creative community maybe 3 years ago, and it like literally blows my mind to see like these are my neighbors and there's that much
Right.
talent right
Right.
next door to me. It, you know, as a kid coming up, it was always like, oh, you're from Staten Island, like, you know,
Right.
there's always that
Right.
that stigma,
Now
like
it's like,
Staten
yeah, I'm
Island.
from Staten Island.
Now
so
I'm
what's
like
up?
mad proud to say
Same.
like, yo, I was
Same.
raised out here and there's mad talent, and if you don't recognize it, then you're lost
Yeah.
because
Right.
it's mad dope people out here.
Yeah, no, we
And I'm
we
so
take a lot
thankful
of
to
pride
like
in
be
that
a part
shit.
of that community, and for the
Yeah.
creative community to like embrace me as well is super dope.
And we're like, oh, creative? Get your ass over here.
Right.
Get your ass over here and be friends with us.
Word,
Hey,
Hidden
Jay
Gem.
Quick, what's up, bro?
Definitely.
What's up, my
Another
guy?
previous guest. Hey, shout
Oh, I saw him perform. Is that your brother?
Yeah.
I saw him
Yes.
perform. Super dope. You
Yeah,
did that.
crazy.
You did that.
My man is a beast. Yeah, no, and that even brings you back, like seeing the generation. Like now, my brother's in the circuit.
That's
you know,
wild.
I got 10 years on that kid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Look at
so-
his face. He's like, stressed out.
Oh my Jesus.
Like,
Going back to generations, right, and seeing creatives. My son actually had his first pop up here. He was
Hey.
here before I was here creating
wild.
and
Right.
selling.
That's
and I just
wild.
told Kenny that like not too long ago, like, yo, the first time I would ever walk through these doors was for my son's first pop up shop ever,
okay.
and it was so dope. And I like every time I walk into this place is like this so.
Yo,
cool.
can
Oh.
we shout out Kenny? Because Kenny.
Kenny,
like-
man, Kenny, you the man.
Right.
Yo, bro, honestly, I don't even think I would
It's
have. I wouldn't even. We wouldn't even have this app if it wasn't for Kenny, right?
Right,
Because
honestly.
the way like she said, we're in here Wednesday, so I was learning more about media. I would leave here, I would study things about media. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like I was always had an interest, but I saw it way further down. And then when I was developing the app, I know I didn't want to just make a title. I didn't want to make a like iTunes just specifically for music. I wanted to showcase certain things. You know, so it was just like I was just learning more about media, and like working here gave me the confidence to be like, all right, well, if I make this platform, that'll give me the kick in the ass to create more things for this platform. You know what I'm saying? Or learn more things about the process. So shout out to freaking
What was your
Place is
first
so
time?
good.
What was your first time here at Hub 17?
my first time.
Yeah.
Sheesh, you know how many times I've been here? Like,
Right.
like the very
I remember
first
my
time.
first time.
So go, you go
Wait
first.
Wait a
while he
minute.
thinks
My
about it.
first time here at
Yeah,
Hub
first
17.
time at Hub.
First
Let's
time.
clear.
It's a family show. Damn it. No.
Yeah?
It's
After we
not.
just cursed
It's
mad
not.
times,
It's
okay.
not.
Oh yeah, we can't curse. There's censoring.
No.
Listen, I don't give a nah.
Is the children? Were we giving advice to the kids? Because if so, my fault for cursing.
Listen,
Prince is only gonna go into the part where I showed his shirt anyway, so it's okay.
right? Like, come on.
He was like, yeah, that's me. Screenshot.
I'm giving
All right.
advice, real advice. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so first times, come
Right,
on.
first time, go.
First time.
Tell us about your first time.
Do you remember it?
My very
I know
first
you
time.
you getting a little up there in age, but
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
come on,
yeah,
you
yeah, that's
know,
what I'm
you
saying.
It
know.
wasn't that long ago.
It was mine. Well, my first time was definitely in the gallery.
Same.
Right.
Me too.
I remember just kind of like walking in and being like astonished that this was on Staten Island. Honestly, I don't think my very first time. I don't think I came in for an event.
Oh, okay.
To be totally honest with you, I think I just.
Did
like,
you come
came
in
to-
as like a vendor or somebody that was
No,
creating,
honestly,
or
like-
did you come to somebody else's event here?
Honestly, I met I don't know if I can leak this Kenny. I met Kenny through my father.
Oh,
And my
okay.
dad like really speaks highly of Ken. So
That's
like
dope.
once I found out it was Kenny's spot, I was like, oh, it's lit. And then I met Al. I met Al through, I think, Vonti a few years ago.
R.I.P.
And,
Al.
Facts.
We miss
Go.
you.
And he has so many plans. And honestly, I'm shout out to the people that were speaking to Al before he passed, and still like really pushing for the things that y'all spoke about. There's a few of y'all, and I appreciate y'all, and he
That's
appreciates y'all,
important.
and the community
Legacy.
definitely appreciates y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, so honestly, like, I was just kind of happy to be here standing around. And
Standing around in the neighborhood. Decided to stop by.
The Mr. Rogers of the
Yeah, I
whole
just wanted to see him.
neighborhood.
'Cause I knew Kenny knew a lot of stuff. I
But
wanted to learn. You
it's
know?
open like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a place
I didn't
that
know.
it's
I've
wild.
lived here for a long time, and I honestly didn't even know. So it's like I'm so happy I found it from that one little seed of an event where somebody hit me up actually for face paint, and it was like, nah, this is a young entrepreneur. It's like, you want my son, you don't want me. And then he came here, and then it's literally been magic. Every
Yeah.
time I come back, it's just
Yeah.
so dope, and it,
Yeah,
and
I've
it
seen
continues to
this
grow.
place been like transformed so many different times, and it's just like I love how people just come in and use the space, and then like a piece of them stays. Like if you look around the room,
Yeah, everybody
You know?
Yes.
who's been here has a piece of them in here, yeah. My first time coming here was Mother's Day. It was a Mother's Day mom-daughter brunch. So my mom came. It was hosted by the Staten Island Youth NAACP. Shout outs to all of them down there. Taj, Tammy, who else? Pride. All of them down there. They had me as a DJ, and I remember I was just turned whatever in the corner. I had like my equipment looked so whack. Ugh, it looked so whack.
It's
so
gross,
whack.
sis.
It was so whack, but
It's the starting point.
Yeah.
yeah, man. I was Team Natural, but my hair was a little bit bigger at the time. And Kenny hit me up after the show, and he was like, "Hey, like you're really dope. You should come back." And then it just. Oh, can I do this event here? Oh, let's start a series of events here, and then it just became like a non-stop events after events after events, ideas after ideas, photo shoots, and just meeting so many new people every week. It was like crazy. So, and trust me, you guys, this is the season finale of this show. But do not, for any reason, think that this is the end.
Mermaid event was definitely dope.
Okay, mermaid event, fire. Don't for any reason think that this show is over with. We have so many new people, more people who haven't even had a chance to get on this show because I have so many creative friends. I like forget about some of them sometimes. It's so many. We definitely have a whole bunch of people who need to come on the show. We're gonna bring the show back, but you know, it's always time to refresh, refurbish, and come up with new ideas. So we're gonna be introducing a new show very soon, you guys. It is in the works. Kenny and I are behind the scenes building up a whole bunch of new stuff. If you guys got a chance to see the live performance with Comfort Cat last week, we had a great time. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Check out the hub17nyc.com webpage. You can get a membership where you get discounted prices on everything. Photo shoots, podcasts. It's so worth it. It's super affordable. And it really just, it means a lot to us. You guys see us here on this radio station, podcast, streaming, media gallery hub. We got everything here, you guys. So make sure you guys check us out also on Instagram. And follow everybody here, too. So follow Startup. Follow Lori Love. Follow Girl on the Rocks. Follow Jay Quick. And make sure
Follow
to
my
share.
baby, too.
Word.
Follow my baby.
Follow Prince. Get a shirt, get a hat, get a pin. All right, and make sure that you hit us all up if you need anything. If you need art, find her. If you need a DJ or if you're looking for somebody to help you put an event together, find me. And if you're looking for a team of people who can boost you into the right direction creatively, find this guy. All right. So I would say catch us back next week, but
catch us soon. Catch us soon.
episode
That's all we got.
30.
all right, we'll
Yo,
be
30. Yo, you
30.
did that, sis.
We did that.
Talk to me.
Yo,
with the
so
Baldy and
to me.
Hall.
wait. We didn't shout out our host though.
Right.
Like,
Can we
you
talk about
did
it?
that. You
Can
did
we
that.
talk
sis.
about it?
You pushed through, even on days when I know you ain't want to push through. You pushed through.
Right.
Cause she know. Cause I mean, yeah, both
I
of
do
them.
know.
Both of them. They know. Cause we, like no. Like, all right. If we're gonna be real, because all right, let's be real for 1 minute.
Be real quick.
1 minute.
Real
Let's be
quick.
real. Like being a creative and being different and sticking to your guns about living a life that is so unconventional to a lot of people is so stressful, dude.
Yeah.
You have to constantly have something to prove.
Right.
You constantly, damn, y'all.
Nah, cause you spitting it. You
You
spitting it, girl.
Constantly
That.
feel like you have to have that one up on everybody or you're gonna get left behind because this world is so advanced and there's new all the time and you're just trying to keep up and be authentic to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're ever stressed out, go look back on some of these episodes.
Right.
Look back at some of just the relationships, the chemistry that I have with my friends, and really try and implement that with your friends, your family. Try to be open. Talk to your friends. See what they're working on. See if it's something that you can simply share, like, comment on. If you can buy some of their products. There's a bunch of holidays all throughout the year that you can, instead of going and buying gifts last minute on Amazon, buy your mother a piece of art. You know what I'm saying? If you know somebody who you love very dearly is trying to get themselves going with music or whatever the case may be, sign them up for a membership with We Just Working as a Christmas gift. And that'll give them a whole year to work on their craft. And by the next Christmas, they'll have an album out. Period.
Oh, I like
so, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Put yourself in the rooms with those people. And those people will grow with you. We all started off as vendors, a DJ, here and there. Now we're on programs that people are anticipating every week. So thank you everyone for tuning in every week at Live at Hub, Sundays here at Hub 17. We're gonna be back. Don't get tired of this face because it's gonna still be here. Don't worry. By the time you guys see me again, it'll, you know. But listen, we're here. We've had such a good time. I've had such a good time. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. Honey, Kim, Lori, Starda, everyone. Love y'all. Girl on the Rocks is out. And we'll be back very soon.
Right.
Have a good one, y'all.